friend. It's truly good to connect with you. You know, we spend a huge chunk of our lives, literally a third of it, nestled in our beds. We picture it as our ultimate haven, a spot just for melting away stress and recharging our batteries. But what if there's a quiet, almost invisible habit you're doing for hours every single night that might actually be setting off an alarm for your health, specifically for your risk of stroke? It's not about the fancy mattress you chose or the thread count of your sheets. It's much simpler, much more personal than that. We're zeroing in on how you arrange your body, especially your head and neck, as you drift into dreamland. This isn't about stirring up worry, not in the slightest. It's about giving you clear, actionable insights for clever prevention. It's about empowering you with knowledge so you can keep enjoying many more healthy, vibrant chapters of your life. Let's make sure your bed truly stands as a fortress of well-being. Now, let's zoom in on your neck. For a moment, think of it not just as a part of your body, but as a bustling superhighway. Imagine a crucial 6-lane road constantly transporting precious cargo, your blood bursting with oxygen, straight up to your brain every single second. Inside that neck, those powerful, flexible arteries are working tirelessly. What if, on this vital thoroughfare, you introduced a gentle but steady bend, or a consistent twist? Not a sudden dramatic wrench, but a subtle, persistent curve held for hours on end, every night while you sleep. When your head settles in certain ways for these long stretches, those critical pathways can get pinched, stretched, or wound up. Even a tiny obstruction, repeated countless nights, doesn't just slow the traffic for a moment. Over time, it can cause minute, unseen damage to the very walls of these blood vessels. This steady, silent pressure isn't just the secret behind a stiff morning neck. It's a low hum of accumulating risk, adding up bit by bit. Picture repeatedly bending a sturdy garden hose in the same spot. Eventually, it weakens and cracks. So let's pull back the curtain on the sleeping stances that really aren't doing your body any favors. The ones you genuinely need to rethink and, ideally, step away from starting now. The absolute main troublemaker, sleeping on your stomach. If you're someone who naturally rolls onto your belly, just consider what your neck is doing all those hours. Your head gets cranked almost 90 degrees to one side, held in a full twist. It's like you're perpetually trying to look over your shoulder. Can you imagine holding your head in that exact position while you're wide awake? You'd probably last a few minutes before the ache became unbearable. Yet we do this for a full 8 hours or more in our sleep. This extreme rotation puts a relentless squeeze and strain on those essential neck arteries we just discussed. Then there's a particular kind of side sleeping I call the extreme crunch. Some folks who sleep on their side curl up way too tightly, practically burying their chin in their chest. Or they're using a pillow that's either ridiculously high or flat as a pancake, forcing their head into a sharp, unnatural angle. This, too, can create those same problematic constrictions, compressing one side of the neck while overstretching the other. Both these habits, subtly but surely, work against your body's clever design. Perhaps you're thinking, a little bend in my neck? What's the real harm? My friend, it's not about feeling a sudden jolt. It's about something far more insidious, micro-damage, a quiet, cumulative adversary that slowly builds up over time, often without a single warning signal. Imagine the inner lining of those neck arteries as a delicate yet vital protective layer. When you repeatedly stretch and compress it in those awkward, twisted sleep positions, it can create tiny, microscopic tears. We're talking about damage so minute you'd never consciously feel it, but your body's intricate repair system certainly notices. These minuscule tears, surprisingly, become like little magnets for blood clots. Your body perceives the damage, and its natural protective instinct is to send platelets to patch it up. Sometimes this repair operation goes a bit overboard, and a small clot can form right at that spot. The true danger ignites if that clot, even a tiny speck of it, breaks away. It can then journey up to your brain and block a smaller, crucial artery. And that, my dear friend, is a stroke. This subtle process, where an artery wall sustains a tear and potentially leads to a clot, has a medical name: arterial dissection. It's a very real concern, especially as we gather more years and our blood vessels naturally become a little less springy. Your pillow isn't just a plush cloud for your head. It's a frontline defender for your neck's nightly well-being. Think of it as either your steadfast ally or, quite unintentionally, your quiet adversary. The right pillow isn't just about luxurious comfort. It is absolutely vital for maintaining proper neck stability. If your pillow is too tall, it pushes your head up too much, forcing your neck into a sharp upward bend. If it's too flat, your head sags down, creating a similar problematic curve. Both scenarios can contort your neck into awkward angles, even if you're conscientiously trying to sleep on your back or side. What you truly need is a pillow that precisely fills the natural curve between your head and shoulders, ensuring your head, neck, and spine remain in one straight, harmonious line. Picture a perfectly straight, sturdy bridge. That's how your spinal column should ideally rest. For those who prefer resting on their back, this often means a flatter pillow, perhaps one gently contoured for subtle neck support. For side sleepers, you'll likely need a firmer, thicker pillow. This ensures it adequately supports your head, keeping it perfectly aligned with your spine so it doesn't droop down towards the mattress like a wilting flower. Try. Take a moment to check your pillow. When you lie on your back or side, does it really keep your head perfectly level with your spine? If the answer is anything but a clear yes, it's a good signal to explore a different option. So, what are the most restorative ways to rest? Your absolute best options for keeping that neck highway clear and flowing happily? Generally speaking, lying on your back claims the top spot for safety. When you're on your back, your head, neck, and entire spine can naturally settle into a neutral, straight alignment. No twisting, no extreme angles, just smooth sailing. To make this even better, opt for a flatter pillow or one thoughtfully designed with a slight neck roll that cradles the natural curve of your neck without propping your head up too high. If back sleeping just isn't your natural inclination, side sleeping can still be a wonderful choice, but it's all about doing it with mindful precision. The absolute key here is to keep your head perfectly aligned with your spine. Your pillow needs to be just right, supporting your head so it's neither drooping uncomfortably low nor pushed up awkwardly. Here's another clever little trick for side sleepers. Tuck a soft pillow between your knees. This doesn't just feel incredibly cozy, it helps align your hips and lower back, which in turn supports the overall straightness of your entire spine, right up to your neck. It's all interconnected, you see, a beautiful symphony of alignment. All right, so perhaps you've been a stomach sleeper or an extreme crunch side sleeper for what feels like a lifetime. We know changing a deeply ingrained habit, especially one you do without a thought for hours every single night, feels like climbing a mountain. But you absolutely can nudge your body into safer patterns with a few clever, gentle strategies. First, for those side sleepers who find themselves unintentionally flipping onto their stomach, build a pillow fortress. Arrange extra pillows strategically behind you, creating a snug barrier against your back. If you start to roll over, you'll encounter that soft resistance, making it just uncomfortable enough to gently guide you back onto your side. Another fantastic ally is a body pillow. If you're a side sleeper, simply hugging a body pillow can work wonders. It helps prevent your torso from twisting and also keeps your top shoulder from collapsing forward, which in turn encourages better neck alignment. And for the most stubborn stomach sleepers, here's a subtle bump trick. Sew a soft, small object, think a tiny plush toy or even a few layers of folded fabric, onto the front of an old, loose-fitting t-shirt. Wear this to bed. When you instinctively try to roll onto your stomach, that little bump will provide just enough gentle discouragement without causing any pain. It's a quiet reminder to stay on your back or side. Beyond just how you position yourself in bed, other small nighttime habits can genuinely boost your overall circulatory health, further easing any stroke risk. It's all part of nurturing a truly restorative sleep environment. Consider the simple act of hydration, for example. Having a glass of water before bed, not so much that you're up all night, but a good refreshing amount, can help keep your blood a little less thick, meaning it flows a tad more easily. On the flip side, try to steer clear of heavy, elaborate meals right before you turn in. Your body dedicates a lot of energy and blood flow to digestion, which can disrupt the depth of your sleep and isn't ideal for smooth circulation. The temperature of your sleeping space also plays a surprisingly big role. A slightly cooler room generally invites deeper, more restorative slumber. And for a super simple addition, a few light, gentle rolls of your neck and shoulders before you even slide under the covers can release any tension that's accumulated throughout the day. It's like gently unwinding tight springs before you settle down. Try. Before you lie down, gently roll your shoulders forward, then back 5 times each. Then slowly tilt your ear towards one shoulder, hold gently, then towards the other. Stop if pain. You might not ever feel a direct kink in your artery, but your amazing body often sends out subtle whispers when it's not entirely happy. It's truly smart to tune into these messages. Are you consistently waking up with a stiff, achy neck every single day? That's a significant flag that your sleeping posture or your pillow might be misaligned. What about headaches? Especially those that seem to begin right after you open your eyes, often localized at the back of your head. Or perhaps you're noticing a persistent tingling or a numb sensation in your arms or hands as you stir awake. Now, these aren't always direct harbingers of stroke, of course, and countless things can cause them, but they are crystal clear signals from your body that your neck isn't finding the peace and proper support it needs during those many hours of sleep. Think of them as your body's sensitive early warning system. Don't brush them aside. They're trying to tell you something needs a thoughtful adjustment. To bring some ease to those stiff necks and tight shoulders, weaving in a few gentle movements can genuinely make a world of difference. Areas that feel stiff are naturally more susceptible to issues, so gentle, consistent movement is a powerful helper. These movements work by keeping your muscles pliable and your joints limber, which in turn makes it much easier for your neck to settle into a safe and supported position throughout the night. Always remember, these are gentle movements. Never, ever force them. Let's try some. First, head turns. Slowly, deliberately turn your head to gaze over your right shoulder, holding it gently for a few seconds, feeling a mild stretch. Then slowly bring it back to the center and softly turn to look over your left shoulder, holding gently there. Repeat this comforting movement 3 to 5 times on each side. Next, for ear to shoulder. Gently tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder, allowing your ear to drop down rather than shrugging your shoulder up to meet it. Hold gently, then slowly return to the center. Repeat on the left side. Do this 3 to 5 times on each side. Finally, shoulder shrugs. Simply lift your shoulders up towards your ears, hold them there for a count of 2, and then slowly let them relax all the way down, feeling any accumulated tension melt away. Repeat this 5 to 10 times. Please always be mindful. These are gentle motions. Never push past what feels comfortable. If you feel any pain, stop immediately. And if you have any heart, balance, or severe joint concerns, it's always best to chat with your clinician before trying any new exercises. Now, while this chat has been packed with general insights, please remember, your body is wonderfully unique. What we've shared isn't a substitute for personalized medical advice. If you carry a history of stroke, heart conditions, or blood clotting issues, or if you simply have any lingering health concerns, it is absolutely essential to discuss your sleeping habits and any new symptoms with your doctor. If you find yourself experiencing persistent neck pain, dizziness, or numbness that doesn't ease up after trying some of these changes, please get it checked out. Your doctor can offer tailor-made advice, consider your complete health story, and rule out any other potential causes for what you're feeling. They truly are your most valuable partner in navigating your health journey, so never hesitate to reach out when you have questions or doubts. Look, you really do hold more power over your health and future well-being than you might initially think. Simply adjusting how you rest, making these small, thoughtful shifts, could quietly become a powerful guardian for your brain, a significant step in steering clear of stroke. It's not about grand, dramatic overhauls. It's about consistent, smart, gentle choices. So why not start small? Pick just one suggestion from our conversation, maybe rethinking your pillow or trying one of those body tricking techniques, and give it a try. And if you found this chat helpful, please share it with a friend or a family member you deeply care about. Together, let's all sleep a little smarter, live a little healthier, and truly protect our incredible minds. Speaking of smart choices, sometimes the foods we think are healthy are actually secretly packed with sugar, quietly working against us. For our next video, we're diving deep into 6 sugary, healthy foods tricking seniors and 6 honest options. You won't want to miss it. Just tap the card you see on your screen now to watch.